Okay, so we're gonna do some homemade shampoo now. So it calls for 1 cup of green tea. So I just made it in my coffee pot. Just put a tea bag in the pot and brewed it. Let it sit for a couple minutes. It also calls for castile oil, soap, honey, and it usually calls for a base oil, but I don't like to put oil in my shampoo because it makes my hair too oily. The tops of my hair are automatically kind of oily, so I'm going to save that for the conditioner. But if you choose to put oil in, I've heard that the best oil is coconut oil. It's definitely the most organic and not as oily as the liquid oils. But if you do this, you're going to have to put some water in a measuring cup and heat it up. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. The first batch that I made, I used these items right here. And I really like the green tea over water because it's more moisturizing and it does kind of smell a little better. The second batch that I made, I used coconut milk. This is actually silk, but it worked, it's what I had to drink already. So I just went ahead and threw that in there. And I actually really, really liked that. It was just this and the castile soap, a little bit of honey, water that was boiled, because you have to boil any water or tea that you use, obviously, and lavender and tea tree oil. This time, I'm going to kind of do a mixture because I'm realizing things that I like and don't like, so I'm excluding the oil. The second batch, I added arrowroot powder because I guess that helps if you have oil in your shampoo to kind of, make it a little more dry for you. But I also didn't like that because that did not mix very well at all. So, this is what I'm going to try today. And first, I put the castile soap in there. It was a tablespoon of castile soap. I'm going to go ahead and pour in my cup of green tea. And make sure it's right at a cup. And then, I'm going to go ahead and do about a cup of my coconut milk. Just kind of experimenting this time. I'll show you guys how it turns out. Tell you how much I like it. I'm also trying to make extra because I like to fill up my bottles. That way it lasts longer. And with the coconut milk, you're supposed to put it in the fridge in between uses. I did not, but it stays pretty cold because we have an old school bathtub. We have a window right there, so it just stays super cold in there. Obviously, during the summertime, that'll be a little bit different, but for now, it works. Then we're going to do a tablespoon of honey. A teaspoon of honey. Which, everything's experimental. You can add more or less, whatever you think's better for your hair or want to try out. And the more you do it, the more you will see what you like and don't like. So, I kind of mix this up in here, too, to get all of the honey off. Because obviously, it's really sticky. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to add about 5 drops each of whatever essential oils I want. And for the shampoo, I like lavender because it's very calming. I have so many kids in here right now. Sorry if you can hear me. I like the lavender because it's calming and it smells good. And the tea tree is supposed to be, I don't know if you can see it. The tea tree essential oil is supposed to be more nourishing for your hair. And it also smells amazing, so. And I just got these essential oils and a few more online with a diffuser that I got from Walmart, so they were pretty cheap as well. And you're just going to take a spoon, which I use glass everything. We don't want to heat up plastic. That's more toxins that would get in this. And I use wood and stainless steel everything. I'm making a mess. But you just mix it together really good. And then I like to mix it in the measuring cup because it has a little spout here. So I just pour that directly into my shampoo bottle. That's what I do for all of my soap. It's just easier that way. But, you could do it in a bowl and pour it in a funnel if you have a funnel. Or if you just prefer a funnel over this. But any type of spoon. This is obviously a really big one. But I just like to use wood. So just whatever you want to do. So this is how the shampoo turned out this time. And I like how it turned out kind of thicker than usual. You can use a foaming bottle to help it come out, you know, more soapy. But this smells amazing. And it came out a lot thicker. So, you know, shake it up a little bit, make it a little soapy too. Beautiful. That is our shampoo.